So, what is the difference between a regular beer, the popular Imperial beers we see everywhere, Imperial Pale, Imperial IPA, Imperial Stout, between a double or a triple? They're all out, or a quad. They're all out there, right? Whether you look or not, they're all out there. So, depending on who you talk to, you're going to get a different answer. But here's what I can say. There's no exact definition on any of it. There really isn't. If you talk to 20, 30, 40 people, 20, 30, 40 brewers, you're going to get a different answer. A standard beer, just your typical run-of-the-mill beer, doesn't have Imperial or triple or anything in place. It's just, in fact, it doesn't even call it standard. It's just a beer. It's just your pale, your amber, your stout, your IPA, your Belgian, your blonde, your whatever. That's all it is. Those tend to be anywhere from as little as maybe 3% up to maybe 6%, although 6% is getting a little high. It's just standard, no big deal. It means it's just a regular beer. The next is an Imperial, and there's also double, triple, and quad. Okay. Imperial is used very loosely, I'm seeing lately. So actually, I'll get back to that in a moment. Your double, or as Belgian calls it, your double, that means higher gravity, more alcohol. So instead of being perhaps 5% alcohol, it may be 6 or 7% alcohol. Again, these all vary by the brewer, but generally expect 6, 7, maybe even 8% alcohol. But what does double mean? What does high gravity mean? Okay, when a regular beer is made, there's, let's just say, this much grain. All right, for whatever recipe, whatever barrel size, who cares what it is? This is how much grain they're using. For double, they're using this much. It doesn't necessarily mean double the grain, but it may. It just means much more grain to double the alcohol. Sometimes it is double the grain, the malt. It may not be, could go either way, but it's just much more grain to double the alcohol. Now, here's another misleading fact. Well, wait, you're saying double the alcohol, okay, but this beer's 5%, double it'd be 10%. I know, it's not an exact science. It's a word, but some usually means double the grain. So if they're using, let's just go with the home brewer. If the home brewer is using 9 pounds of grain, a double would mean 18 pounds. In a brewery, it could be double the amount of grain. Again, that's not always the case, but that may be it. So with a double, instead of 5% alcohol, you may have 7 or 8%, 6, 7, 8%. That's just a word. With a triple, it usually means 8, 9, or close to 10%. Again, it's not necessarily triple, it's not triple the alcohol, because triple 6 would be 18, right? So it's not that. But usually the double, triple is, I've found it means close to triple, double or triple the grain used to make the beer, which makes it higher alcohol, and it does. Does it actually triple the alcohol? No, but it's nice marketing. It's really what it is. So, yeah. So, a regular beer. Oh, okay. I neglected something. Quad. A quad means quad alcohol, quad grain. A quad is usually 9, 10, 11, 12% or higher. All this depends on the brewer, that company. You're not. I found triples at 8%. I'm like, really? That's low. I've found doubles at 6%, like that's low. But I've also found some doubles at 8%, like really, that's more of a triple. It's all these fine lines. It really is. So, you just can't consider them all the same. Now, when you're buying a beer, you need to look at all those as being double, triple, and quad in higher alcohol. Simplistically, double should be, well, okay, regular beer should be 3, 4, 5, maybe 6%. A double should be 6, 7, maybe 8%. Triple, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10%. A quad should be 9, 10, 11, 12%. And a barley wine should be 12% or above. But barley wine, I bought a beer, I can't remember how long ago. It says a barley wine. I think it was 10%. 10% is technically not a barley wine, but that's what they labeled it as. Okay, so back to the Imperial. What's an Imperial? Imperial should mean double, 6, 7% alcohol. Normally doesn't. I've seen people slap, I've seen breweries slap Imperial on beers that were 10%, which should be considered triple. So take the grain of salt. Remember, every brewery considers these numbers and alcohol different. That's what I've seen them as. I've looked to compare across many breweries, but that's what I've seen them as. So that's what that's what a regular beer, which is not considered any of those, just double, triple. It's just regular beer, or double, triple, quad, or imperial. I just kind of figure this way I look at regular beer, alcohol, double, triple, quad, and for some reason people say this is imperial. I don't know why, because double and imperial should be the same, but they don't call it that. There's no law against it, who knows. So hopefully I've explained this to you. And again, this is all strictly alcohol. This is not hops or bitterness, maltiness, flavor beer. That is strictly alcohol content.